shoulder. Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Magiclysm. We are here with Luna Crowley in an evac shelter basement where we have slept the night away, and we've recovered the little wounds that we had. Now this evac shelter seemingly is very well stocked, but no one ever arrived. No one ever made it here, except for Luna, that is, and this is well after the end of the world. We do, however, have a town just to the south of us, and very close to that town is a Goblin encampment. So we might be able to find some answers there as to what happened to the people that were meant to be in this shelter. So let's illuminate our surroundings with our torch and get ready to head off and out there. Now I think we just left the emergency blanket behind there, and it is chilly. Our temperature is rising in general, but it's cold outside, believe it or not. And this is evac shelter A23. Well, there we go. And I think it would be worthwhile us jumping up and on top of this. I'm also just looking and I guess we're always going to have that little asterisk on our mini map, because that's the direction of the refugee center, which we know is very far to the north. Like it's a heck of a journey. But yeah, to start off, we're gonna pop our head up outside, and the snow is making it a little bit more difficult to see. I guess that's the furthest we're gonna be able to see though. Looks like there's a bit of trouble off in the forest here, so we'll probably just try and make our way down to Stetson and see if we can deal with the dead that will be there, because no doubt there will be dead. We can already see a tough zombie to the southeast. We don't have to worry about facing that right now, so we're not gonna. We're just gonna jump onto our bike and we're gonna look at riding away, leaving this place behind and heading down to Stetson. There we go. Easy as pie. Okay, so we'll pretty much drive straight down, or ride rather, straight down towards here and just get a bit of a look at the place. No idea what the Goblin encampment is going to be like, but already we're seeing demon spiderlings to the south. Okay, and for the most part, we know that the spiderlings seem to leave us alone. The little ones, that is. We did actually get some skill with our bicycle there as well, which is nice. So yeah, looking at that group there, I'm thinking, nice fireball right in the center of them. These things are very resistant to fire, it seems. Large fangs drip with venom. We don't want to be bitten by those things, so we'll just let them be over there. Or alternatively, we could try and pull all of the zombies out of town and lead them towards that. I mean, that's an idea in itself. Looks like we've already got quite a few interesting folks around. Now, we can see a shocker. The shocker is someone that we're going to want to try and take down from a distance. I do want to check something though, looking at our lesser bracer of lightning. Let's see. It protects our body with a light aura to reduce electrical damage. So I think we still take electrical damage from it, but it does reduce it. Even so, I don't think we want to risk not taking this thing down, so we're probably going to have a look at just chucking a few magic missiles in its general direction. So let's start to aim up. Okay, alright, we're going to have to get a bit closer. More closer than I would like. We might as well start wielding our wand of fireballs now as well, because I think we're going to have to use it here. Okay, time to look at casting. Bam, there we go. A magic missile leaps out towards the shocker, doing good damage in the process. And I think we're just going to stick with casting that magic missile for now. As it gets closer and closer, let's go for another casting. Just riding on past, and there we go. Okay, now I think at this stage, the best thing that we can do on this bike is to start to round them up. Shepherd them into one big area. We've got a zombie necromancer, so that's not great. It could bring the shocker back at any time. So ideally, we'll take it down right away. So let's have a look at our magic missile, the casting time for us to do this as well. It's important that we kind of are aware how much time it's going to take. So 100 moves. If we were to go for something like point flare, 3 seconds, which 3 seconds is going to be longer than 100 moves. So let's just stick with that magic missile, I think. We'll fire one off towards you. 19 damage on the necromancer. Okay, might take a few of those, but we'll go ahead and just continue firing them off as we ride on by. Excellent bicycling there. All right, now, oh boy. The most efficient way for us to do this is to have as many of them around us as possible. So we're actually going to go ahead and just yell out so that we can have as many of them as we can. And we do not want them to get too close to us, but we do want to get them shepherded together. Okay, we're going to go ahead and accelerate here a little bit because we're gonna need to, because that was a little too close for comfort. Okay. Oh, plus there is a grabber there as well. Okay. All right. We need to be wary of that. Okay, so we are just going to start to adjust our speed slightly here. Let's go ahead and activate that wand. Okay, so let's place this thing where we're going to kind of get maximum damage. And I'm thinking in and around here. Yeah, let's go for that. That's going to be most of these folks. That's a great start. So we'll just drive up a little bit more, kind of get them to congregate again, and activate the wand. Seemingly pretty fast at activating it now. Okay, that's really good. I think if we can take down this lot here, we'll be able to jump off and just start using our cavalry saber, no problems. So let's just go ahead with another casting and just finish off the more unique creatures that are there. You are a little bit more concerning, although I think you might just straight up die here. Generally with the Devourers, it's hard to tell how much health they have. So let's go activate our sheath, draw our cavalry saber, and I'm wondering if we can, let's try and use our bike. Yep, literally like cavalry. Okay. That's going to start to get a little closer to us. Okay, we can't take a shot at it there, that's fine. Okay, ooh, narrowly missing the fire there. I like this though. I like this. Just kind of taking pot shots with our blade as we're riding past. We're not using that much stamina by doing this. Bicycles, man. Now we can get grabbed. Okay, which has happened here, but we managed to keep it going. Excellent. Well, that worked out quite well. I have no idea where you came from, mister, but we're going to go ahead and try and take a sharp turn here. So we need to slow down for that. We're going to speed away slightly. We're going to use our sheath, and we're just going to go ahead and pop you from a distance, because that's the smarter way to do this. There we go. A quick magic missile to the chest does the trick. Okay, we've got a boomer down there. And yeah, that is a bush that we can't drive through entirely. It's probably worth us taking you out from a distance as well. Our mana has actually been pretty good, the mana usage, because, well, thankfully, Magic Missile doesn't take up that much mana in terms of usage for us. Alright, come on, a little bit more. There we go, that's what we're after. The other one, we're going to go ahead and draw out our saber and just look at taking it down. Let's get a little closer. Alright, we got grabbed, but it worked out fine for us in the end. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stop our bicycle here. Jump on off. We've got a tough zombie and a runner around somewhere. I want to go take down that necromancer now. Just make sure that another zombie necromancer isn't going to bring it back. So there we go. Smash you, bash you to pieces. We'll just kind of go through the rest here. We've got a kid that's coming up towards us. Okay, we're going to have to deal with you. And I'm not so concerned with the two of them at the moment. The zombie cop, a little bit more so. Yeah, I don't know if we want to get back towards the bike for that. I think just for the sake of safety, we will. We can't be overly confident. And yeah, it totally can just pull us off this thing, but oh, it still managed to get a decent whack on our head. Okay, all right, let's see if we can stop that bleeding real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put a bandage on it right away, just so that we don't have to worry about an infection. All right, back off. Slathering biter. Okay. It's a little bit more concerning. We will check the corpse remains in just a moment. Let's see, what do you have for us? You do have a pistol? Okay. Let's go ahead and take it for now, and we'll just drop it in the back of here. Yep, there we go. Could always try and sell it to Valzane at a later date. Smash you. Just bash the ones that are on fire carefully. Just kind of prodding them as we do. At least the temperature will be really nice around them. And then after we've kind of smashed all these corpses, we're just going to have a quick look to see if there's anything interesting among the remains here. So we'll do our little, not zones, actually, not what I wanted to do at all, but yeah, just looking through here, just seeing what they've got available for us. Just a whole heap of clothing. We're not going to be that concerned with anything that's filthy. In saying that, they could potentially have magical equipment that could be filthy, I suppose, right? That is possible. I wouldn't imagine regular folks to be wandering around with it, you know? I thought I saw demi-human there somewhere, but no, okay. Yeah, the rest of it's gotta be so-so. Alright, well, with that being the case, how far into this town do we want to go? Well, it looks like the encampment kind of spreads right across the town here. We've got a little bit more activity down by this craft shop, which I wouldn't mind having a look in. We have found spells just in regular homes as well, so we can always just have a quick peek in these ones and see if we get lucky at all. It seems the magical world has kind of come alive and has opened up to the world somewhat since the end of the world. Funny how that happens. So looking over here, an AA guide, summer variables. Okay, summer variables. What are you going to do for us? Oh, and there's Battle Hammer, which we know goes for a lot. So we're always going to take Battle Hammer when we see it. Going into the kitchen, I think it's probably worth us trying to snack when and where we can. They've got some dried rice in here, some pasta as well. Yeah, how much food do we want to take with us? Well, none, really. I think at this stage, we want to just be scavenging while we're out and about, you know? We'll take that dark cola. That might have actually just been one in our inventory, now that I think about it. But we've got so many of these protein rations that we don't really need to worry all that much. I will have some tea just while we're here. There we go, nice. And we are more concerned with books, spell scrolls, stuff like that, you know. A nice travel pack, a hiking pack used for short trips. Now, that might be a little bit more our speed, actually, compared to, like, you know, a bloody duffel bag. The runner's pack that we're using at the moment, it's not a very big bag, and I kind of want to keep it that way. But we could take the travel pack and just put it, yeah, in the back of our vehicle for now. A beaded bracelet. Okay, it also doubles as a set of prayer beads. Alright. I don't think it's going to do anything specifically for us though. Still worth us having a look at it. We've got some nice plain copper rings. I'm wondering if we can use rings and stuff like that for enchantment eventually. It's entirely possible. Right now we don't really have a reason to be looking for them, so we'll just leave it at that for now. In the bathroom, what do we got? Yeah, so-so. Let's leave that be. We're kind of delaying the inevitable, which is going to be heading down to the encampment. But it'd still be nice to see if we can find anything useful here first. A deck of cards is nice. And an oxygen tank of all things. Okay. There's always a chance that we can find something interesting in bedrooms. We're looking for those scrolls, books, anything else peculiar, like a old abandoned house that's out the back here. We've got a Sproglodyte that we're gonna have to fight, along with a zombie wrestler. Well, I say gonna have to fight. We don't have to fight them, so let's not. We're gonna go ahead and move around that way. The zombie wrestler is gonna try and come after us, but we can just go and try and run circles around him for now. We're probably gonna have to deal with that one. Okay. Oh, yep, we're definitely gonna have to deal with you. And, okay, that's good. It's not a roadblock, it's just roadworks. Let's go ahead and draw out that cavalry saber of ours. We're being grabbed. Okay, took a little bit of damage there. It's not really worth us pulling up frost armor at the moment, just because it does cost us quite a lot of mana to get that going. Okay, more trouble heading our way. Let's try and use the environment if we can, even if it's just a little bit. Damn, that kid is gone. Let's pop that. Just a hard hat, eh? Okay. Alright, well, let's make our way back towards the bike, because that's where we want to be. Okay. Bring in the zombie. We will take care of you first. Or a listener, rather. Okay, what do we have over there? Come fly the treacherous skies. Paladin's Guide to Modern Spellcasting. Okay, I feel like we need to break into this place. It looks like it might be an orphanage, possibly. Yeah, we did have a kid dive out of there, so we'll be cautious. I do want to also have a quick look in the trunk of this police car? Police SUV, yeah. What do we got? Just a scissor jack, eh? Okay, well, I'm gonna drive with this, head down. Oh god, that wrestler's gonna grab us, isn't it? We need to go fast here. Yep. That was bound to happen. Okay, alright, so, bit of a bad situation here. We're not grabbed yet, so I'm gonna see if we can just run to get some distance. Okay, we got the distance we needed. Hot damn, put the saber away. Alright. Yeah, that hurt. We're thrown backwards as our travel pack, our back scabbard, a whole heap of things are ripped and damaged. Not too terribly, but enough that it's a trouble. We do need to remember to take that travel pack off as well, which I'm actually going to try and do right now because it's going to make everything more expensive for us to do magic-wise. So let's start casting magic missiles in its direction as it tries to start smashing the back of our bike. One shot after the other, slowly peeling bits of this wrestler away. We'll keep at it for now. Oh, wow, Okay, it has quite the reach. I didn't realize it would be that much. Okay, come on. Break it. Get away. Alright, we're gonna have to spin and start firing yet again. And magic missile is the fastest cast that we have. We'll go for one more. Run back. Geez, you can make up some pretty quick ground. Come on. It's got to be close to death now. There we go. Quite the foe. Do you have anything interesting? You're just this big, bulky-ass wrestler chick. Okay, well, we're in distracting pain at the moment. Wouldn't mind taking, an aspirin or two, and let's go deal with the supplies that we have on us for now, because we've got a lot of stuff that we don't need to have on us. So we'll start with that travel pack, and we'll go ahead and drop that off, along with the rest of our food as well. Oh, that wire basket is totally full. Right, okay, well, we are going to have to deal with that, but I'm going to go ahead and just try and take down this boomer before it gets to us. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at the basket here and see what we've kind of got right. Okay, only so many wrappers we can fit in there. And that's already quite a few of just these protein rations. It's enough food for a very, very long time, so I'm good to go with that. Yeah. Just gonna see if we want to get anything else just tossed away for now. I think we're probably going to leave the travel pack just up there. We don't need to worry about stashing too many more things. And 10 protein rations, we can grab them for now. We are going to be eating them throughout the day, so let's stick at it for now. Our head, it is a poor bandage now, so we'll go ahead and apply another one. And I kind of want to try and keep our eye out for sunglasses now, because we are dealing with glare. Yet another pistol, hey? A Glock. We'll pick it up, we'll hold on to it for now. I do just want to make our way across the road. We're seeing quite a lot of dead, and they're just kind of spread out at the moment, so yeah, the Slathering Biter, if we can avoid fighting you, I'd be good with that. Let's go ahead and make our stop here. Head on inside the building. And we might as well have our saber out here, just ready to go if we need to. That's going to be a good book. Not that we can use it, I think it still will be useful. Come fly the treacherous skies. Okay. Is this just it is just for fun. Is it actually worth anything? It's worth an okay amount, but we won't worry about that. We will take Battle Hammer though. It's always going to be a good book for us. And we will just quickly check what's in here. Fit over sunglasses, we can pretty much wear those now and we'll be good. So let's go ahead and chuck them on. Fit over sunglasses, bam, there we go. That's going to help us with that glare. We'll close that up for now and we'll check what other books we have. Ham radio. Okay. A deck of sorcery cards. So these are Magic the Gathering cards. I don't know why I went to Yu-Gi-Oh straight away. Yeah, it is just for fun for us, but we've seen them before. We won't worry about them for now. Anything else in here? I highly doubt that there's going to be anything just among the clothing. That's more than likely a slathering biter, and that's just a bathroom, so I'm not that worried about it. It's going to take a little while to get through that door, so that's good. We'll use that time as we just make our way through the rest of this place and maybe down into the basement. We'll consider it. We will close those doors behind us though. Sounds like there's trouble coming in through the glass down there. Quite a bit of it by the sounds of things. Okay, might be better for us to just get out of this house. Let's see about that. Okay, popping into here. Check them real quick. Nothing, and we just move on. Okay, yeah, lots of noise in there. Yeah, I think that's this place pretty much done. I do want to check out the basement. Let's close the door for now and just have a peek. Oh boy. Yep, they had some fun down here. It seems like this charge probably killed most of what was down here. We'll just see if we can spy anything that could be useful. We never know. This is definitely some kind of kid's home. No, I think we're good. There is warships here though. We know that's valuable, but our own life is valuable too, so we'll make the most of that life while we still have it. And move on towards the next place, which, kind of from what we've seen, it looks like it's abandoned. Could very well be. Okay, we'll leave the bike there for now as we just kind of maneuver around here. Alright, we're not seeing anyone at the moment. We can hear something below. No, it's in here. Okay. Peeking. Ah, there you are. Let's deal with you here. Thank you. Alright, no point in us smashing you because we're unlikely to head back into this building. But I am intrigued by what might be beneath. Cockroaches. Right. Looks like they've been down here for a while. I can't imagine there's anything amazing down here, but I'm still tempted enough that I'm going to want to check. Okay. It seems like it was set up to be like the other room. Hi. This wall did look a little different though. Okay. Few zombies for us to deal with here. Another listener. Thank you. Okay. Oh boy. And we're dazed. Alright, well, so be it. We'll slash our way through them with this amazing magical saber. Right, that's pretty much all there is to this place. One more roach for good measure. Let's just stand over towards the side just for a little bit here. We probably want to go wait until we catch our breath. We don't want to be dazed when we go back upstairs. We want to be, you know, have our head in the game. So we can just wait a little while here. We'll go ahead and wait 5 minutes. There we go. We get a little bit of mana back in the process as well. I am slightly concerned about our head, but I think we can push on. I think we need to get these healed before too long. So we're going to need supplies to do that. Let's peek. We're good to go. Alright, let's look at getting out this house. Yep, it's very bare bones. Hello, runner. Well, we are going to have to fight you, so just in case there's others. Okay. A webbed zombie and a fat zombie. Right. Okay. We're kind of at the edge of town at the moment. Let's have a little bit of a climb. Climb to the east. We're up on top of the roof. It'll give us a little bit more sight of the area. Okay, we can see just a little bit more of this goblin encampment, and there's actually a homeless camp just outside of West Windsor over here. A hedge maze. Interesting. Hedge maze and a clothing store. Very interesting. I am intrigued by the craft shop and the pawn shop that's down the bottom here by the freaking goblin encampment, but I think those are all things that we're going to want to explore on our bike. So let's start to make our way back towards it, because we want to have the speed here. Saber away. Okay, and spinning around. All right. Okay, quite the group in there. The weight of the bicycle, oh, destroys the wood ash. Okay, that's good. I thought it was like the weight of the bicycle was like difficult for us to move or something like that. Okay, just trying to see if I can get them together here. At least a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of working for me. Let's go ahead and wield the wand. Activate that sucker. Can I get you all? I can. Wonderful. Okay, how are those runners doing? Yeah, they're pretty bad. It's not going to take much for us to take them down. The Devourer, that's another story. So let's go ahead and draw out the saber. Put the wand away, and we'll see if we can just slash these suckers here. There we go. Nice, the tough zombie should be injured as well. It is, it's nearly dead. We'll just go ahead and slow down, let it actually catch up. There we go. Now you, Devourer, let's go ahead and slow down, let you catch. I don't think you can actually catch up here. Oh, you can jump into the back of our freaking bike though. But hey, we did it. The saber works. All right, you're fresh. Even so, we should be able to do a pretty good number on you. Same with you. I love this bike. I love it so much. I think Luna's having an excellent time with it, just riding around, slashing zombies into pieces. Yep. Okay. Well, with that, let's go ahead and take down the rest that are here. Web zombie first. Go for the listener. Okay. Alright. Definitely got something going on inside of here. What are the rest of these houses like? Just regular houses? Well, that's what we think. Alright, we're gonna go down this side first. There is a chance that we could find some interesting items in a pawn shop. Always a chance. Ooh, that's a kind of decent grouping there. I wouldn't mind blasting that. So let's backstab at that. Go towards this car. That grappler is concerning. Don't grapple me. Don't do it. Okay. Alright, we're looking at enough here that I probably want to go ahead and try and get most of them if I can. So we'll try and bring this group back down towards the others. Shepherd them together. Okay. This is going to be a difficult maneuver that we managed just fine. Okay. Don't spit on me. Alright, we've got a few of them there at least. No, we do not want to stop wielding it. We want to go ahead and use it, in fact. Okay. Go for this lot back here. I want to get the cop as well if we can. We can. Wonderful. We got you an okay amount. Let's go for another casting. Why not? We'll get who we can. Cop again. Excellent. Okay, Spitter. I'm not as concerned with. Our big friend up the top there. Probably want to try and take that down with a magic missile if we can. Alright, it's already spat, that's fine. Grappler, how damaged are you? You're dead, so that's not a problem for us anymore. Alright, let's try this out. We're going to go back to our saber. Try and save some arcane charges here. So we go up towards this one. Oh boy, yep, blinded. Full on blinded, okay. Alright, let's just get some distance then, huh? Yep, we're completely blind from that point. That's better, we can see. Oh, and there's giant wasps. Wonderful. Okay, so we probably are going to have to take out at a distance. So, saber away. And we'll just go ahead and start casting some magic missiles towards you. We should slow down our speed here because we're going to start getting quite close to you. Alright, spin down. Nearly dead. There we go. Alright, back to the saber. Back to work. Might get grabbed here, that's okay. Watching for that spitter, as it will have recharged. There we go. That was a little bit more acid than I would have liked. Alright. How was our gear after that? Okay. Oh, but that's the cop. Nearly dead though, and now it is dead. Okay. Alright. SWAT armor, Kevlar vest. Good stuff, but not for us right now. And I'm pretty happy with how that went, really. Okay, we still got 2 more boomers to deal with, though. Not the worst zombie in the world. Okay, I think we're actually just gonna park up at this stage. Because the worst case scenario, the boomer is just going to smash itself. We do need to make sure that we stop the vehicle first. Stop driving. Ooh, and this one's actually turned on, this car. Okay. Let's just keep our eyes peeled on ourselves. Oh wow, where did you guys come from? Alright, well, we dealt with you quickly enough. Luna is getting surprisingly proficient with this blade. Oh, of course. Of course. There's a suit of frickin' armor over here. It's ornamental though, right? Yeah. The Great Helm isn't though. Holy crap. Yeah, now we don't want to get too armored down, but this is why pawn shops can be great, because you can find frickin' armor. You do need to be careful though, because sometimes things will be ornamental. And it's not always going to tell you that, but generally you can tell based on how, you know, how much damage something can do. So we've got chainsaws here, some violins, a banjo. Be nice to have a musical, like, tool of some kind. You know what, we're actually going to see if we can grab this violin. Oh, put the saber back into there for now. I'm going to go ahead and just move this outside. The alarm did go off, and then we are going to have to try and swap some things around, but yes, I would like that just to help with our mood at home. Can make a bit of a difference. Baseball bat behind the counter. And what do we have actually stashed away back here? I mean, nothing too amazing. There is a basement though. Alright, well, I think we might be able to teleport through that. We wouldn't want to accidentally get stuck on the other side, but we can give that a go. Let's just check the roof real quick, make sure that there isn't anything super wild there. Got a kind of interesting home just next to us as well. I don't know if it is a home. No, it is a craft shop. Okay. Let's just climb this ladder. Okay, it looks like they had like a little bit of a break space up here. We can see a little bit more of the Goblin encampment. We might actually be able to like physically see it from here. Let's just have a bit of a gander. What's that? It's a pavilion. Okay. So looking down here. Oh, right. Yeah, that is interesting. Just this rammed earth wall that we can see. We can't actually see over it, but there is this palisade gate. Yeah, I feel like the goblins have answers for what happened to the people of this town. I mean, sure, some of them turned into zombies. We know that much, but there's got to be more to it. So, Great Helm. Obviously, pretty damn good. It is going to give encumbrance to the head and the mouth and the eyes. Eye encumbrance isn't that much, though. Could we get away with wearing a Great Helm? Would that impact our spellcasting? Well, we can find out. So we can kind of go through at the moment. We can see if anything is impeded. It isn't. And then if we decided all of a sudden we want to try and wear a Great Helm, which we can, will that impede our spellcasting? No, it doesn't. So we can get away with wearing a Great Helm on our head. So we're going to do that because protecting our head is important. Gross foods. Oh, is that from the It must be from the protein bar that we've been eating. Yeah, not the nicest, and obviously we've just been thrown up on as well. That doesn't help. So our head is going to be a bit encumbered. Head encumbrance doesn't really do anything. It doesn't have any effect. It just limits. Eyes, though, it will affect ranged weapons. And 10 encumbrance, I'm fine with that. 23 for mouth does mean that we won't be regenerating stamina as much. What we can do to help us out with that is just loosen the wool scarf, and I think our mouth encumbrance will go down. Yep, 22, as opposed to, where are we at there? 20. It's like 1 encumbrance. No, we'll keep that on for now, because we don't want our mouth to be chilly. So, yeah. No, we'll keep the scarf on for now. Do we want any of the other pieces of armor? I mean, there's armored boots, armored gauntlets. I mean, the steel is probably going to be better. It is better. These are the arm guards and the leg guards. They will add more encumbrance and could potentially weigh us down a fair amount. At the same time, I wouldn't mind taking them or just having them put aside so that we could choose whether or not we want to try and use them. Obviously, we're not going to be able to use gauntlets, though. Yeah. Oh, that is just the straight up armored stuff. That was my bad. Kind of meant to take the steel stuff. Yeah. As long as our hands are free, magic shall flow. All right. Do we want to spend extra magic trying to break into this thing? We could also try and just make a pick. The improvised picks are a bit more difficult for us to make for now, though, I think. Let's see, 2 wires or a piece of scrap metal, and 20 minutes to complete it. We could give that a go. Just a bit of scrap metal. Yeah, we can get scrap by just smashing one of these display racks to pieces. There we go. Scrap metal. Okay. Let's just spend a little bit of time doing that then. Improvised lockpick. Let's try it. Okay. I'm not sure what that extra sound was we were hearing then. Was that us working? A sound for us working? Maybe. But we've got a lockpick in our hand now. So let's go ahead and try and use this thing. Pick the lock. Okay. Stumped it. Okay. Now, we don't have a lot of skill with devices, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. We might not be able to do it. We will be damaging our pick in the process, but this is part of learning with it. Damages our tool. Yeah, our pick might entirely break here, and if it does, then we'll just leave it at that. And it's completely destroyed. Okay, alright, let's just have some nice tea for now. I don't want to have too many calories, but I feel like we should be able to get away with having another one of those. Okay, so we could cast and potentially end up inside there, but it's not worth wasting our mana right now. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and check out 2 crafting locations. Ooh, what have we got there? The Art of Glass Blowing. Yes, please. We will take 1 book. Thank you. Let's go ahead and crunch these open. There's a crucible in there. A very useful tool. And one that I wouldn't mind us taking with us. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wield that for now. I'm just going to go drop it back before we forget about it. And there is an upstairs, so we can have a look at that as well. Drop that bad boy there for now. Let's see what we got. Okay. Nothing for us. Back down we go. Kitchen could have food, but we don't need any right this second. We'll just check out the other craft location. Lots of glass implements, glass pipes and tempered glass. Lots of glass supplies should we need them. I think we're good though. We'll leave them as is for now. We need to ignite something. Do we? Well, I'm most certainly wanting to check out this Goblin encampment. How is that bandage looking? It's looking good. Okay. It is 4 PM. I think we could at least start this. That pupating zombie could become a problem. We'll leave it alone for now. I'm going to try my best to remember that we have a whole heap of supplies up here. We'll just go ahead and kind of group them together, put them off on that square. I will endeavor to come back for those. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and bring our bicycle down and around the corner here towards this encampment. Because who knows, we could make friends here. We are going to use clairvoyance to kind of see what's going on the other side of this gate here. So let's get nice and close and cast this thing. Bam. Okay, we see inside, and immediately we're seeing a kid's toy of some kind. Hickory root, rag. Okay. Standpipe maintenance log. Interesting. Why would that be there? Let's go ahead and try and wheel this open. We're going to go grab our wand out as well. Looking inside, there's blood on the ground and a whole heap of rocks. Okay. And just scattered bits and pieces, piles of things. Alright. And to the southeast, we see a goblin warrior. More than one. Okay, this short humanoid is covered in filth and shouts slurs at you as it brandishes a cudgel. Alright, 2 of them wielding cudgels, and they seem to be coming right for us. Now, do we want to try and fight a goblin mano a mano? Could be a mistake. We don't know how strong these things are. We're going to draw our saber. I want to try that first. Let's go just kind of wait on the other side of this grass. We could look for something that's going to be a little bit better. Nope, looks like everything around here, apart from this bush. Okay, we could try and get behind that. Let's go for that. Hope that we can bring them through that. It's heading towards us. Here we go. Let's move to the side. Okay. We block an attack from it as we slash into the goblin warrior, and with another quick strike afterwards, we kill the thing. Okay, let's wait there and then move down. Get it tangled up in the bush. Okay. We are dodging and weaving and catching its attacks on our blade. But just like that, we've taken down 2 goblin warriors. And they're just wearing scrapped armor. Okay. Well, they didn't seem to be much for talking. A goblin slinger. Okay, you are probably where all these stones have come from. If I had to take a wild guess, and that's to the southeast as well. It seems like most of them are from the southeast. It is faster than us. Yup. Okay, slings rocks almost as well as it slings insults. They seem to be pretty big on that, huh? Okay, well, we've got another warrior heading over in our direction. So let's try and lure that one over towards us first. That doesn't slow us down. Neither does that. Okay, well, we'll just kind of hang out here for now. Okay. Yep, because they're having a hard time hitting us. I think our dodge, our dodge is looking pretty good, and it's going to go up a level again. We're at 89% at the moment. We only have a dodge skill of 3, but our dodge is effectively 8.3 at the moment because of our encumbrance and our super freaking high dexterity. All those rings that we're wearing are just, they're helping us out a whole lot. Yeah. Okay, alright, well, we do have the slinger down there. Do I want to deal with you at a distance? I do. Okay, let's make our way around here. I don't know how far away the slingers can attack from. I am going to go ahead and activate our wand here, or wield our wand. And I think it might be smarter for us in this instance just to fireball these suckers. So let's go ahead and launch one in their general direction, killing both of them instantly. Okay, another slinger. Alright, we'll keep the wand out for now, and we'll just go ahead and fire a magic missile over towards it. And with 2 magic missiles, the slinger is dead. Let's yell out to this one here. Our voice is slightly muffled as we go, and get hit by a rock. No, we'll keep on casting. Ow! Ow! bleeding right away. Well, that's frustrating. Let's go ahead and put our wand back. Put some pressure on that wound. Ow, you son of a bitch. Okay. They hurt. They hurt. Okay, we need 2 magic missiles in its direction. We'll stop the bleeding yet again. Yeah. We don't actually have a whole heap of armor on our torso. We've really got nothing going on our torso, armor-wise. So that's why we're bleeding. We're going to go ahead and chuck a bandage on. And we're going to be very cautious of these slingers. Okay, so we can see another to the south. All the way down there. Right, we want to be sure to start casting spells at it as soon as we can. We can go right down to there. Okay, alright, we're going to get its attention. Should be able to see us now. And that's within range. So let's go 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Enough to get it done. And let's have a look at the slingers and all the rest. Yeah, lots of this scrap armor. You know what? We'd actually be pretty good with a sling. Like if we needed to, we could just sling. I think it's going to be just outside of our range. It is by 1 square. Okay, there we go. Start spell slinging. And I think we'll go ahead and pick up one of these slings. Just because our dexterity is high enough, I feel like it's going to be pretty good. What is that? Food person mask. What? Food... What? What is this? Food person, the mascot your stomach deserves. Okay. Food person is a mascot of some kind. The battery? What does it do? It turns into food person mask on. Right? Okay. Does it have a light source? Weird. Weird. They've got an interesting collection of things. We'll say that much. Okay, I am tempted to try and see if we can use this sling here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hotkey that. S is already taken. Let's just go make it A. So just wield A. We've got the sling. We can load it with rocks. So I'm going to put an auto pickup. Well, no, we'll just go ahead and pick up a few rocks as we're walking around here. We can reload the sling with a rock. What's the range like on this? Pretty good. Pretty good. Like even shooting from this distance, we've got a pretty decent chance to get a good shot with a precise aim. So, yeah. I think we'll give the sling a go just to try and give our mana a little bit of rest. But yeah, they've definitely been... Okay, not enough space. That's fine. I will have a look at everything they've got around here. Just all this weird crap. Standpipe maintenance log. I think we want to take that, you know, just to have a peek in it. We'll put that away just for now. Look at the book. See if it's got anything interesting in there for us. We don't want to consume. We just want to read. Flick through the standpipe maintenance log. Okay. Right. What does that do for us? It just... Nothing. It isn't one of the special standpipe maintenance logs. That's okay. We'll just take our sling back. Okay, lots of rocks, scorecards. Looking at the rest of the stuff that's here, it's mostly going to be crap by the looks of things. Steel chain. It's not an easy item to find. But yeah, beyond that, nothing else. So let's peek. Hello. Are you a warrior? You're a chieftain. Okay. An ugly creature that was promoted to chieftain because it figured out which of the end of the weapon is pointy. Okay, I trust that that's actually the case. I am seeing a goblin warrior. Where? To the west? Okay, must be a ways to the west. Okay, let's actually run back here because I don't know how strong you're going to be. It is pretty fast. Granted. Okay. Let's look at slinging this thing here. We're just going to try and steady up as it starts to rush towards us. We'll go for 100% if we can. 14 points. Not bad. Alright, let's get ready to do another. Alright, that's a miss. At this stage, I want to draw that saber, and we'll just drop the sling. Ow. Hit our left leg. How good are you at fighting? Pretty good, but we've got more damage than you, my friend. Stunned and just torn to pieces there. Okay, we just took down their chieftain. Iron shod quarterstaff. So this is a magical quarterstaff. Because it's +1. Yeah, a smooth, sturdy staff with leather-wrapped grip, which has been reinforced with bands and caps. Durable and well-balanced, it is surprisingly easy to handle. And the corpse of a goblin chieftain. I see. It's got a hammering quality. Not bad. I wouldn't mind taking it with us as a trophy, perhaps. But I think Luna's disappointed. We haven't found anyone alive here yet. We found lots of things, but no people. Let's keep looking. Okay, you are also a chieftain, and you're wielding an axe of some kind, and that is a spider box. Spider boxes, from what we've been able to ascertain so far, is that they've got a cool ability to just make thread over time. Right, you're gonna be a little slowed there. I'm worried about this axe. Yep, and that just hits into our torso, just bludgeoning it. Come on, Luna. Okay. I'm beginning to think that fighting these suckers like this might not be the best thing for us. Another quarterstaff. Okay, so it wasn't an axe. Right, but still a magical weapon. Okay. Right. Well, that's okay. We're still alive. That's the main thing. Okay, I definitely want to grab this spider box. Yeah, so you can see how it's got 1,000 potential thread. It's just going to continue to generate thread over time. So, a useful creature for us to have. We're in moderate pain, so let's just try and see if we can drop that off by a little bit. Was there anything else in here? I didn't really have a proper look. Lots of talking dolls, a dead flare. They seem to be really into the talking dolls for whatever reason. Okay, well, we'll just keep on going through the rest of these for now. Alright, definitely some fighting going on in there, or at least they're trying to get our attention. Anything else? Not really, no. Okay, well, let's get ready to head on into this thing. Quite a bit of noise. Oh, wow. Yep, that's bad. That's bad. Okay. All right, we need to get out. We need to get out. That is... We need to go right now. We need to go right now. Okay, losing blood to the torso. That is not what we need. Okay. Cast. Okay. Okay, we're down here. The escape boots worked. They jolted us down to this location. But there's still a lot of freaking goblin warriors here. So, we are bleeding out of our chest at the moment. Our hands are free. We need that because we need to stop the bleeding. At the same time, if one rock flings our way, that could be very bad for us. But I think their attention is on the eyebot right now, so that's good. Let's try and stop this bleeding. Okay, we might be able to get away with trying to bandage here. Bandage, torso. Okay, we bandaged our torso. We stopped the bleeding. We're going to go ahead and wield our wand. We're going to get a little bit closer here because we need this to go off without a hitch. And we're probably going to set this building off. Man, those escape boots. I thought for a second that we'd be knocked backwards, but nope. We're still here. I think there was definitely an instance then where we probably should have cast frost armor before going into that room. I wasn't expecting that many, I tell you. Let's go ahead and activate this wand. We're going to go ahead and place it right over the center here, and bam! Right, that takes down all of them that were there, which is good. We don't really want to take a chance at this stage. The door to that place is still going to be open though. That's our problem. And yep, it most certainly is. And they are heading our way. Okay. Alright. Oh boy, we can see even more of them inside there. We need to take down this first group. As they rush out towards us, Chieftain is still alive. Alright, we're going to go for another casting. Alright. Let's go like that. Chieftain, still up, still alive. Nearly dead. Okay, another one will do it. Here we go. So many of the bloody chieftains. Okay, so that one's dead now. That's good. That'll take down the others. Okay, yeah, they're just fighting their way out right now. And what is that? Another spider box? A heat cube. Okay. Well, we know a thing or two about heat. Let's go ahead and bring some more of it. There we go. Another fireball rips through the air as we have more of them walking towards us. I'm more concerned with the ones at the back right now. The one at the front could well die of its injuries before it reaches us. Okay, at this stage we are just down to chieftains, I think. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and cast Magic Missile on this one in the front. Take that out, go for the next. We'll take you down too. Any moment now. There we go. Oh boy. This wand of fireballs, let me tell you, it has been fantastic. Okay. So, we still have fire over the other side. Our chest is still very injured, although in saying that, it did just go up by a little bit. Let's make our way in towards the structure. We're going to peek. Okay, we're safe to enter. Let's grab this heat cube. So, it is a smooth steel cube the size of our fist. Several buttons on the sides activate the powers of the cube. I'm imagining we can use it to heat food, but also do other things. It counts as fire for crafting purposes. Nice. Okay. Let's grab it. Pick that thing up. Oh, what is that in the corner? What is that in the corner? Disposable Lesser Wand of Hoary Blast. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab that as well. So this casts the spell Hoary Blast at level 10. Damn. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and grab it. It is disposable, so it only has those 9 castings, and that's it. We need to drop some other things though. We're going to go ahead and just eat some more of these protein rations. Another 1, 2. That'll give us a little bit of extra space. Oh, we've got a whole ass thing of orange soda. We're going to drop that. We don't need to be holding on to that right now. Yeah, drop that on the ground. We will take the wand over orange soda, thanks. I know, revolutionary, right? Okay, looking at the rest here. Sappy scroll. Huh, I wonder if that'll be any different than the scroll that we've found before. I think I still want to have a look at it though. Yeah, I think it's going to be the same. Honestly, I do. I think it's going to be the same. Let's have a look. Sappy scroll. Yeah, sap and rose thorns. I believe it's effectively the same thing. Us reading it will just tell us the same spell. I will grab it and try and read it just in case to see. Yep, torn skin. So same deal. We've got that scroll back at home. We don't need to worry about it. Let's go ahead and drop that down. Although in saying that, it's a scroll. It's worth something to Valzane. So, we'll take it. Right, okay, so, is this structure going to have anyone in it? Let's be smart about this. Let's use spells. Clairvoyance. Ooh, we actually failed it. We've got a very low chance to fail it. And we fail yet again. Yeah, we've only got an 18% chance of failure. And oh boy, do we have a lot of boys in there. We do have a greater wand of cold. I don't want to destroy that. I also don't want to die. So I feel like this is one of these instances where it's probably going to be worth us to just move back and come back when we're feeling a little bit stronger, because our torso is pretty messed up at the moment. Yeah. I wonder though, I'm curious, could we fireball if we can see inside? I'm not sure, but I also don't want to risk our life here. I feel like we do need to be responsible. So we're going to go and ride back up in this direction. I know we've left some things on the ground here. But we just need to find somewhere that's semi-safe for us to stay. Honestly, the evac shelter, probably our best bet. So let's ride in the general direction of that, praying that we aren't going to get thrown off our bike at any point and injure our torso. There is a grappler up there, so we will be a little bit cautious of that. The demon spiderlings will give them some space. Space to breathe, space to be. And there's that tough zombie. Literally just went right past it. I don't think it's going to follow us here, though. There we go. We'll stop the bike outside, stop driving, make our way back down into the safe basement of the evac shelter. And here we are, back where we started, but with a little bit more gear than we had before, and with knowledge of what the Goblin encampment entails. Lots of lightly armored foes, but it's still good that we have magic because they still have armor. You know, we were able to get through them with the cavalry saber, but yeah, we'd have a hard time otherwise. We had a very close call there. Yeah, running around lightly armored is something that you need to do as a magic caster, but it is, yeah, I feel like we probably still want to have something like a Kevlar vest, something lightweight that isn't going to be that encumbering, just to give us peace of mind, because oh boy, that was way too close, Luna. Well, that is going to wrap us up for today's episode. Made a bit of progress there, and we did get something out of it at the end of the day. We got a heat cube, we got the spider box as well. Neat things. So, what else are we going to find at this place? Well, for that, you'll need to tune in to the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.